Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 9 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password is provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 9 and then click on view all lessons. So we're going to start with the chapter scientific notation. Please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. So here I'm on grade 9 math. The chapter we are on right now is scientific notation. Let's just start with the first lesson, that is compare numbers written in scientific notation. Okay, which sign makes the statement true? So basically when we compare the scientific notation, we look for the exponent of 10, right? For example, here the exponent is 3 and here the exponent is 5. So 5 is greater than 3, right? You don't have to check anything. That means 5.82 times 10 exponent 3 is less than 5.82 times 10 exponent 5, because here the exponent is greater than the other one. So 5.82 times 10 exponent 3 is less than 5.82 times 10 exponent 5, right? Okay, let's just start with the test questions. Okay, which sign makes the statement true? So, which is the correct option? .23 times 10 exponent 4, you have to compare it to 4.3 times 10 exponent 3. So, just look for the exponents. Here you have 4 and here you have 3. So, exponent 10 exponent 4 is greater than 10 exponent 3. So, the correct option is That is option number 1. 4.23 times 10 exponent 4 is greater than 4.3 times 10 exponent 3. Which sign makes the statement true? 1.74 times 10 exponent 4. You have to compare it to 1.4 times 10 exponent 4. Now, both the both of them have exactly same exponent, right? Here you have 10 exponent. Now you have to look for the numbers they are multiplying. The decimal portion is also equal. Here you have 1, here you have 1. But here you have 7. 7 is greater than 4, right? That means 1.74 times 10 exponent 4 is greater than 1.4 times 10 exponent 4, greater it is. The correct option is whenever you compare things, they must be in the same form, right? So you need to write this one in the scientific notation form. So you have to move decimal point from here to here. 1 2 3 4 5, that would be 3.1, because you moved 1 2 3 4 5 back. That would be 3.11 times 10 exponent 5, right? So that means 3.11 times 10 exponent 4 is less than 3.11 times 10 exponent 5, right? The correct option is the correct option is 4.81 is greater than 1.84. So the correct option is greater, right? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is multiply numbers written in scientific notation. So let's just start with the lesson. 1 times 10 exponent 3 and 10 times 10 exponent 3. So how do we multiply? You need to multiply the numbers 1 times 6 and 10 times 3 times. Like you have to multiply both the numbers and both the exponents, right? 1 times 6 is 6. So they have same base. Whenever you have the same bases, you have to add the exponent. So that would be 6 times 10 exponent 6, right? A number written in scientific notation has two factors multiplied together. The first factor must be at least 1 and less than 10, and the second factor must be a power of 10. Okay, let's just start with the test questions. Okay, multiply. So, how do we multiply? You have to multiply. You have to, you need to do 2 times 3 and 10 exponent 4 times 10 exponent 3, right? So 2 times 3 is 6. They have the same basis, so you need to add their exponent, that is 3 plus 4. So 6 times 10 exponent 7 is the correct option. The correct option is option number 1. The correct option is 6 times 10 exponent 7. Option number 1 is the correct option. Multiply 3 times 10 exponent 1 and 1 times 10 exponent 1, which is the correct option. The correct option is 3 times 10 exponent 2. Option number 2 is the correct option. 2 times 10 exponent 3, and you have to multiply 4 times 10 exponent 4. So which is the correct option? The correct option is that is 8 times 10 exponent 7. The second option is the correct option. The next one is 2 times 10 exponent 1 times 3 times 10 exponent 2. The correct option is the correct option is yes, that is the second one. 6 times 10 exponent 3 is the correct option. The correct option is the correct option is 6 times 10 exponent 2 is the correct option. Multiply 7 times 10 exponent 4, 1 times 10 exponent 3. So which is the correct option? The correct option is 7 times 10 exponent 7. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let's just move on to next lesson. Okay, the next lesson is divide numbers written in scientific notation. So the first example is 5 times 10 exponent 5 divided by 5 times 10 exponent 1. So how do we divide the numbers? So just look at the numbers 5 and 5. Divide them simple like you divide the numbers, right? And you have 10 exponent 5 divided by 10 exponent 1. So when we divide the numbers that have the same base, 5 divided by 5 is 1. You have to subtract the one that is in the denominator, right? Hello, can you hear me? Okay, so that is 5 minus 1, right? The one that is dividing, you have to subtract in numerator. That would be 1 times 10 exponent 4. The correct option is 1 times 10 exponent 4. Okay, let's just start with the next lesson. Practice questions. Okay, that is exactly the one. 5 times 10 exponent 5 divided by 5 times 10 exponent 1. So which is the correct option? The correct option is 1 times 10 exponent 4. That is option number 2 is the correct option. 4 times 10 exponent 4 divided by 2 times 10 exponent 3. So divide the numbers like 4 divided by 2, right? So you have 10 exponent 4 divided by 10 exponent 3. So 2 times 2 is 4. You have to subtract the one that is in denominator, right? The exponents you have to subtract. That is 4 times 2 times 10 exponent 1 is the correct option, right? That is option number 2. The correct option is 2 times 10 exponent 1. That is the second option. Okay, the next one is 9 times 10 exponent 5 divided by 9 times 10 exponent 1, which is the correct option. The correct option is yes, that is 1 times 10 exponent 4 is the correct option. The correct option is yes, that is 2 times 10 exponent 3 is the correct option. Two times 10 exponent 5 divided by 2 times 10 exponent 3. So, which is the correct option? The correct option is 1 times 10 exponent 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is convert between standard and not scientific notation. So that is the lesson you have to learn. How do we convert from standard to scientific notation and from scientific to standard form, right? So the first one is, how do you write 1.82 times 10 exponent 4 in standard form? So you need to convert it into standard form, right? 10 exponent 4. 4 means you need to move decimal point 4 places, right? Because the exponent is 4. You have already 2 places. You need 2 more. You need to move decimal point from here to here. That would be 182, 108200, right? 18,200 it is. So because the exponent of 10 is 4, so you need to move decimal point 4 places, right? So that is 18200. Okay, let's just start with the practice questions. Okay, how do you write 9.3 times 10 exponent 3 in standard form? So you need to write it in standard form. The first thing you have to look for the exponent of the 10, that is 3. That means you need to move decimal point 3 places, right? So you already have 1, 2 and 3. So you can move decimal point from here to here because you have to move decimal point 3 decimal point 3 units. So the correct option is 9300. The correct option is option number 1, that is 9300 is the correct option. How do you write 410 in scientific notation? So you have to write it in scientific notation form, right? So let's just see how do we write it. You have to, you have 410. So decimal point is here. You need to move decimal point 2 places left. So then it would be 4.10 times 10 exponent 2, because you move decimal point 2 places left. You can write 4.1. If you write the 0 or you don't write, that is exactly same. Yes, that is 4.1 times 10 exponent 2 is the correct option. That is option number 1 is the correct option. How do you write 584,000 in scientific notation? So which is the correct option? The correct option is the correct option is 5.84 times 10 exponent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is, yes, very good. That is 5.8 times 10 exponent 5. How do you write 1.30 times 1.30 times 10 exponent 1 in standard form? Which is the correct option? The correct option is option number 1, that is no, option number 2 it is, that is 13. Yes, you're right. Very good. The correct option is 13. How do you write 2.43 times 10 exponent 3 in standard form? Which is the correct option? The correct option is option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we were working on grade 9 math. The chapter we were working on is scientific notation. The lessons we have covered today are compare numbers written in scientific notation, multiply numbers written in scientific notation, divide numbers written in scientific notation, and convert between standard and scientific notation. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we did today. That is your homework until next session, right? So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday 5 to 9. Or either you can join me in the interactive session that would be daily from 4 to 5 and from 9 to 10. So that's all for today. If you have any questions related to the lessons we have just finished, you can please ask. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any.